Hello again, Year 6. Ready for another Year 6 maths meeting? Have you brought something to write with and something to write on? No problem if you haven't. Pause the video, go get the things you need and come back and join us. Alright, let's get started. We're starting off with Addison again today. Addison subtracting again using the most efficient method. Her calculation today is 86,533 subtract 29,999. So pause your video and use the most efficient method to solve this. All right, let's see how you got on. Now, when I see that 29,999, I want to bump it up to make it a nice round number, easy to subtract. But now I've changed the difference in my calculation. I need to do the same to the other number. So I bump this number up as well. My calculation changes, but it's the same difference with the same answer. So 86,534 take away 30,000. That gives me 56,534, and that's your answer. Well done if you got that one. Some of you may have used a number line. You may have subtracted 30,000 and then added one back on. Really good method, and it will give you the exact same answer. Great job, Year 6. All right, we're moving on to Theo now. Theo is thinking of a number. He halves it and adds 3. He then divides it by 6. His answer is 3. What was the number Theo was thinking of? So I'm going to give you 5 seconds to quickly jot down your boxes for Theo thinks. And you should have something that looks like this. Now that we've set up our method, we're going to pause the video and I want you to go ahead and solve this one. All right, let's see how we got on. So I don't know the number Theo's thinking of, but I know that he halves it first. He divides it by 2. And then he adds 3. See how I do his method in the same order. He then divides it by 6 and ends up with 3. Now that I've done his method, I work backwards and inverse. So he divided by 6, so I'm going to times by 6. 6 times 3 gives me 18. He added 3, I'm going to take those 3 away. 18 take away 3 gives me 15. Now he halved it, so I'm going to go ahead and double it. Double 15 gives me 30. Theo should be thinking of the number 30. Yes, he is. Well done if you got that one, Year 6. All right, common Dominic. Dominic wants to add 5/8 and 2/5, but he hasn't got a common denominator. So go ahead and pause the video, find the common denominator, and add those fractions. All right, let's see how you got on. I've chosen the common denominator of 40. 8 and 4 are both factors of 40, so it's a good common denominator to use. I turn those 8s into 40ths, into 25 40ths. I'm going to turn that 2/5 into 40ths, 16 40ths. Now that they have a common denominator, we can add them. 25 plus 16 gives me 41 40ths. And you're saying to yourself, well, that's so improper. So we need to make this improper fraction into a nice mixed number there. 1 and 1/40th. Well done if you got that one. Now we're moving on to knowing what Noah knows. We'll use related facts to solve these tricky equations. So pause your video and have a go at these. Okay, let's see how we got on. I know 5 times 2 is equal to 10, but it was 500 times 20, so I have to make it 1,000 times bigger. Well done if you got that one. I know 7 times 8 is 56, but I've got 10, 100, 1,000 times bigger to give me 56,000. Now let's look at this third one a little bit closer like we did last time. I've got 5.2 times 300. Well, let's break it down into things we know. 5.2 times 100 is 520. So if I make it 3 times bigger, And I've done the same equation. 520 times 3, well, that's the same as 1,500 plus 60, but it gives you 1,560. Let's look at another method for this exact same question. What about 5.2 times 3? I know that's 15.6. I times it by 3, so if I times it 100 times bigger, I'm doing the same thing it's asking me to do in the question. 15.6 times 100 to give me 1,560. Great job if you got those, Year 6. All right, moving on to Ariana Grande. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to write down the formula for finding the area of this triangle. Just the formula, area of a triangle. 10 seconds, off you go. All right, let's have a look. Any of these will give you the area of a triangle. Half the base times the height, or half the height times the base, or base times height and halve it. Now, one of these formulae is going to be the best one to solve this question. So go ahead, pause the video and find me the area of this triangle, and don't forget your units of measure. All right, let's see how we got on. I've chosen to halve the base. So half of 18 gives me 9, because now 9 times 12 is a fact that I already know. 9 times 12 gives me 108. But don't forget my units of measure, centimetres, and we're finding area, centimetres squared. 108 centimetres squared. Great job on area, Year 6. We're going to say it with Sam. You ready? Sam's finding 1/3 of 612. I am finding 1/3 of 612. Say it. Are you saying it, Year 6? I am finding 1/3 of 612. Say it again. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pause the video, and you need to find 1/3 of 612. All right, let's see how we got on. To find a third, I just divide by 3. So 612 divided by 3. Going to use related facts for this one, but it's really straightforward. It gives me 204. 204 is your answer. Brilliant job if you got that one. All right, let's try one more. We're going to say it with Sam. Sam's dividing by 7. When I divide by 7, I'm finding 1/7. I'm finding 1/7 of 4/5. Say it for me, Year 6. Great job. I am finding 1/7 of 4/5. Say it again. All right, go ahead, pause your video and find 1/7 of 4/5. All right, let's see how we got on. 1/7 of 4/5. Now that I've said it, written it down, I know that I can just times these across now. 1 times 4 gives me 4. 7 times 5 gives me 35. 4/35, and there's nothing we can do about that. Really well done, Year 6. Great job. Another fabulous Year 6 maths meeting. Well done, everybody. You're working really hard. Remember, you can come back and you can look through all of these methods and try these again. Keep working hard, Year 6. We're really proud of you. And we'll see you next time for another maths meeting.